We've stumbled onto day 11 and we're having a quick look at A Christmas Horror Story from 2015. It's a horror anthology type of film in the vein of classics like Creepshow, Tales from the Dark Side and Trick or Treat. An anthology movie usually has a wrap-up framing story and mostly 3 or 4 loose stories interconnected in this framing structure. The fun thing about anthologies is that usually there is at least one story that exceeds all others in quality, and when there's a lesser story, there's always a better one coming up next. It's like getting multiple focused, fast-paced horror movies for the price of one. So how does A Christmas Horror Story fit into this concept? It's an anthology film not divided in separate stories. We jump back and forth between different stories as they all take place on the same Christmas night in the same town. It's wrapped up by a radio DJ played by William Shatner. There's a story about a bunch of kids sneaking into a locked up section of a school building to investigate an urban legend dealing with a haunting. Another tale deals with a snobistic family en route to their aunt with intents to embezzle some money. Their bad intentions invoke the wrath of Anti-Claus Krampus, who punishes the wicked. The third story is about a family stealing a Christmas tree from a forest and the dire consequences this brings. The last story is Santa's tale, who has to deal with a disease corrupting his elves. This all culminates in a climax that will surely satisfy most die-hard horror fans. All stories are really excellent. They build a cool atmosphere with some creepy creature design. The best of the bunch is most definitely the Santa story. It's action-packed with Santa kicking some serious butt. Most of the gore is featured in this as well, and the movie is worth your time for this sequence alone. There's also a really cool version of the Carol of the Bells song in the soundtrack. It's really catchy stuff. In the best EC Comics tradition, all stories are morale tales in which wicked people eventually get their comeuppance. It harkens back to the Tales from the Crypt television series and brought back a feeling of nostalgia. So in conclusion, I strongly suggest you get your Christmas horror fix as soon as possible with A Christmas Horror Story, as it is destined to be rewatched as a yearly Christmas holiday tradition, just like Trick or Treat did for Halloween. It provides spades of fun in the best anthology tradition. See you next time.